Dr. Finch, that's my guy.
Yeah. So you just want to dive into this for a couple minutes, just get what you think about it. Alpo Martinez got killed.
Exterminated?
He he got killed. What
That's
was
what a lot of
this?
people are saying.
Tuesday morning, Monday morning,
No, this was
Sunday morning.
Sunday, Halloween morning.
Okay, yeah, Halloween morning, like 3:40 in the morning, something like that. 3:30 in the morning.
Do you
So
actually think there's people out there who don't know who Alpo is?
yeah, I sometimes I don't give a fuck. I hate that I know who he is. Like I don't give a fuck about most of this street shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't really give a fuck about it. I hate, me. You've been around me forever. I don't even like killing roaches and flies and shit, let alone a fucking human. You know what I mean? Um, but then I came to a realization living where I live that certain people live by certain shit. You know what I'm saying? And that stuff, that world is gonna go the way that world goes. You know what I'm saying? So I always mind my business with that shit. Yeah, the movie was dope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the movie was dope. It was based off real shit, and then that should give you just how we listen to music, and that's how you should watch movies. Like learn the lesson that it's giving you. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't know. So he got killed. They said it was hard to identify him for a couple hours because he had his witness protection ID on him, and he was supposed to be in Maine or something like that.
He left.
That's where he was staying at witness protection in Maine.
Yeah, but he left.
Yeah.
No,
So
I think just this mob style story, even before the movie, me being out there, uh, certain stories that was told to us, and this story always stood out to me because they were so young, and it was so many of us,
yeah,
and it was like this one was like to show us it's your friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure, prior to this, if it was any um, story that kind of shown that.
I mean
I mean, I'm pretty sure there was
Buddhists
examples.
that
So, yeah, but
see.
that was the one where it was like, yo, be careful who you got around you. Because
Yeah,
they had all the money in the world and this happened. You know
it
what I'm
still
saying?
happened. Yeah, cause he. Yeah,
So,
even when you hear him in real life when he came out or whatever, and he's saying that shit like, yeah, I did it because he lied to me, and then you never know what he gonna lie to me about later. Like,
oh, but what he
yeah,
did,
it's like sometimes you think on hindsight, and it's like, damn, that's like the dumbest shit I ever heard. Like, you gonna take somebody's life because you think something, you know what I'm saying? You don't
but
even.
that's the streets as
That's the
well.
streets. Yeah, as soon as something is said, it's like concrete until you find out it's not or it is.
Yeah, and you know how many people are dead over a misunderstanding.
For real, right? It's fucking crazy, bro.
The lead cause might be a female, and afterwards it might be a misunderstanding, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the
Yeah.
assumptions that was taken led to somebody taking this person's life, as opposed to um, waiting to figure out what it could be. What it might be. Nah, this is what it is.
Yeah,
You
and
know what I'm
that's how they
saying?
move in that world. You know what I mean? So,
Um,
and they've been a lot of like it's been a lot of animosity in that world with that certain situation. You know what I mean?
I
So
think
I
I
don't
think
know.
before the internet, this situation didn't really matter too much to me. But once the internet like took hold of it, you know what I'm saying? And I think even with the Takashi shit, because remember he came home 3 years ago, and it was around the same time all this shit was happening with Takashi as well.
What?
When Alpo came home,
Yeah, he came home around 15 or something
no,
like
he
that.
didn't. He came home 2018.
2018,
Yeah, bro, you been home 3 years. Yeah,
5 years.
five. Well, he popped out. I'm
Yeah,
gonna say
yeah.
3 years ago when he put up that Rich Porter shit, the video. We this where it was at. That was 2018. So all that was happening around the
And
same.
then you never know if he was still like informing and shit like that. You know
I would think so.
Because you back in the mix.
I would think so. And I said that before.
And not intentionally, you just back in the mix and people talking around you and shit.
I always felt like this. Once you become, especially government witness, you're forever government witness. Like they're always gonna come to you, and you know what I'm saying? You had to witness a different ID on
Yeah, like two
bro.
different IDs on them.
This is what I'm saying, and that's why when people, this is why I was getting to with the internet, that people from other places was like, yo, New York, y'all got this man walking around and popping willies, and ain't nobody kill him, and it's like, yo, relax. First of all, but it's like, oh, this is all it is. Y'all let him walk around.
Yeah, and then when it does happen,
but that's not what it is here. That's what you see at that height. But a lot of niggas that don't stand tall, they not just out here. A few niggas is, don't get that twisted, but niggas get got.
But then when the shit that you asking for happens, you sitting like, on social media like, damn, shit, somebody died. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I even heard one of the dudes on Star show. One of the niggas that was like, oh, New York is soft because now you're like, oh shit, I didn't expect to wake up to this morning. Like,
I'm saying, you was asking for it.
You wanted to see it, right?
But then again, like, you too, bro. Like, stay away. What's the
There.
problem? I'm talking about Alpo. Like, stay the fuck away. Stay wherever the fuck you was at. You did what you did. You had your time. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You did what you did. What the fuck? Why come back and poke it? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
in a certain instance, right? This is what I did. I won't say respect, but I felt like made me look at the whole situation a certain type of way. When a lot of people that were talking bad on him, and it's not everybody, because he ain't come home and put his arm around everybody and take a picture.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of niggas he did that to.
Yeah.
That talk crazy about him and nothing happened. I thought that was crazy. Like, wow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But not the part of you making a documentary on what happened with Rich. And I thought that was real taboo. And I remember even watching it, I told you, son, somebody's going to kill him. If it doesn't happen now, eventually somebody's going to kill him. You can't do shit like that to the universe. You know what I'm saying? I believe in it. Remember in Ghost when the black ghouls came up and shit? Son, it's just certain shit you can't do.
That's real common, real.
Yeah, they don't got no video of this shit. No arrest has been made. Bro.
But even that, all the deeds, you know what I'm saying, from the past is like, it catches up, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but when you just keep doing that, nigga, stay
So what you think about what Queen's Flip did?
What part?
He dropped the
audio?
Yeah.
It's very corny. That's how I feel. I think it's very corny. And I'm going to tell you why. You know I don't hold no punches, bro. This man, he was he probably was just getting cold. Body.
Yeah.
You understand me? I worked in the morgue. Like damn. I think you just had this audio waiting to win for this type of shit, right?
Yeah, why you ain't do it when he was here? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Put it out? Just like Matt was saying, everybody that's talking crazy about him, he's going to see it more and more, and none of these niggas was saying nothing. You wasn't going to drop that audio if he was alive. So why you dropping it now? Because he's gone? For clicks and views? That shit is trash to me, bro. It's trash. That's how I feel about it. If he wasn't going to do an interview with you when he was alive, at least let him rest for a little bit. Give him a week. Couldn't even identify him first.
It's a crazy situation. I don't like what he did. You know what I mean? When you're a meteorologist, like you say, nigga, relax sometimes.
And,
you know what I'm saying?
And not just that, but one of the ones that's like spearheading it. And you making shit like that okay to a lot of other cornballs.
Yeah, it would have been way better if you did it when he was still here. And
I'd have expected there been some flip shit like, fuck that, I deal with the consequences. That'd have been some flip shit, but that.
And then the nigga probably would have came up to your show live. You know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? It'd have been whatever. So I don't know. Anyways, it's a crazy situation. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean, we just wanted to dive in the situation real quick. Just talk about it for a couple minutes. But what else you got? You got anything that you wanted to talk about specifically that you saw throughout the week?
That shit was 30 something years ago, bro.
Yeah, that was
1990.
that was the summer.
90s.
What? That he got locked up?
No, he got locked up 9-1, but he did that.
No, that was the. I think
Rich, that was 90.
I think that was the summer that I was born though.
Bro,
I think that was 88.
Was in 90, bro.
90?
Yeah, he ain't down the 80s, bro. I know this story.
Yeah, that was a minute
It
ago.
was like January 3rd, the 90s, bro.
And what he did, 24, 25? Something like that.
Something like that.
Anyways, you know what I'm saying? But these are stories that just live on forever with, and then this is another chapter
always
that
comes back.
This is another chapter that you add to the documentaries that been in out. They add this piece like.
Is it because it is?
I watch those type of documentaries though.
Is it Wayne Perry?
It's just that I know how to compartmentalize that shit. That shit is real life, bro. I always hated that part of human beings like living. Like it's gonna be shit like this to happen, like murder.
That's
and
a part
like
of it
that's
not even being talked about right now because everybody's just like it's get back for Rich, but it could have been Wayne Perry. Could have been some DC niggas that just came up here and finally got the drop.
Boy, yeah, man, shit.
Did a lot of shit. That's why his son said, he was teaching me how to be safe. And I felt this. It's like, and for that to happen to him, it's like, am I safe? I don't even know who hate him. And this is why you should have been off Paparazzi Poe.
But
yeah, bro, that's his son.
But don't move how you move.
Exactly, right?
You don't need to be in that life because your pops was in that life and you want some clout. You could have been in school. You could have been
off
working.
Of the cameras.
You could have been in music off his name. You could have been in all these type of different fields off his name. You don't got to do the same shit he do. Now you in the streets every day and you done did certain shit that you didn't want to do. Now you talking about, I don't know if my life isn't. Bro, it doesn't have to be. No kids, no women, right?
Right?
Unless you put yourself in it. If you 2 years old and I'm clapping your pops and you try to run and bite my ankles, I'm going to clap you. But if not, I'm out because... but that's that way that world works again. Like, so why you put yourself in it? You know what I mean? Like, again, me and Cole had this conversation that I had so much epiphanies when I came back from my trip this summer, my birthday trip. I was in that kind of situation. My pops was in that shit. Why would I put myself in that shit? For what? Yo, it used to be OGs on the block that used to be like, yo, hold these krills for me and shit like that. I don't even want to hold it. No, I'm good. What you mean, Notch? I'm good, brother.
Facts. That's a fact.
I'm good. I hate that type of stuff because it leads to this stuff. Death or jail, nigga. And jail is the same shit as death. So,
slavery.
Leave all that shit alone. That shit is whack, bro.
Yeah, so that's...
I'll sell some tree, but that's about it.
I guess that's the end of that story until...
And rest in peace to Brooklyn legend. What's her name?
Zenobia.
The Brooklyn tidal wave.
They killed Biggie.
What part of Brooklyn you from? She said Brownsville.